Hassan-Nahoum. She's the former deputy mayor of Jerusalem and Israel's current special foreign ministry envoy. Thank you so much for being with us here on Scripps News. So this public back and forth is just the latest example of rising tensions in the rift between Israel and the U.S. Why do you think Prime Minister Netanyahu made that accusation and did it so publicly and then doubled down on it again today?
Well, we have to admit that this doesn't come out of nowhere. When we had the administration saying a couple of months ago that they wouldn't be supplying Israel with certain weapons because they didn't want Israel to go into Rafah to finish off the Hamas leadership, who are there, I think they opened this Pandora's box. And so it's coming from that place. And I think that these are disagreements that should be figured out behind closed doors from both sides. And I'm very happy to hear that the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Israel, Jack Lew, said that there is no delay, that everything is being sent as normal. And so maybe this will be the end of it.
Do you think it hurts optics-wise to the rest of the world that's watching this conflict to, hear this public back and forth, somebody saying this and then the other administration saying, no, no, no? What should the public messaging look like to make this look like a more united front?
Well, absolutely right. It emboldens the terrorists. Evil. If they think that the two partners who are fighting for the free world at the moment against an axis of evil that starts in Iran through all its proxies like Hezbollah and the Houthis, who just attacked American vessels again a couple of days ago, and of course Hamas, this is not good. I would say that if we have disagreements, then we should just keep it behind closed doors until we sort them out.
Defense Minister Yoav Gallant will be in Washington today through the end of the day, and he's meeting with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, other senior officials. During the visit, it was stressed the importance of maintaining strong relations between Israel and the United States, that united front that you just talked about. What is it going to take to repair relations between the U.S. and Israel? What do you think each country needs to do to rebuild that united front, more than just having the back and forth kind of behind closed doors?
Well, I think that there's two levels here. One is the kind of political front, and the other is the defense cooperation. And the defense cooperation between U.S. and Israel is unparalleled. The Pentagon and the Defense Ministry and the U.S. military and Israel is unparalleled. And so, again, we have to take political posturing out of it and see what's happening on a day-to-day. And I think on a day-to-day, the collaboration is very, very strong. And so, maybe we should just keep it there and try not to politicize it and move forward to destroy the common enemy to the free world and humanity, which is what we're facing right now.
And I want to turn now to the war front on Israel's southern border with Gaza and what threatens to be another front opening up on Israel's northern border with Hezbollah intensifying its strikes, as you mentioned. Is Israel prepared to open up a second front or further escalate things going on with Hezbollah? Is that a possibility that you see right now?
Well, absolutely. The possibility of a war with Hezbollah is very real. Let me just remind everybody that from the 8th of October, they've been shelling the north of this country, so much so that we have 60,000 internal displaced people from the north living around the country because they can't live in their homes. There's entire communities on the border of Lebanon that have been destroyed from the shelling. So we have a very real problem here. And Israel doesn't have the luxury to allow for these 10 kilometers from the Lebanese border to be no man's land, because Hezbollah, a terrorist entity which is funded by Iran, has decided to start a war. Why exactly are they starting a war? Israel left Lebanon many, many decades ago. So we don't exactly understand what it is that they want. What we want is peace and quiet. Anything that Israel ever wants is peace. This is why we left Gaza in 2005. This is why we left Lebanon also in the 90s. We want peace, but it's these terrorist entities funded by the Islamic Republic of Iran that constantly want war. And the reason they want war is because they don't believe that Israel should exist in any form. It's not about borders and it's not about territory. It's ideological. We're facing a tyrannical, jihadi, extremist mentality that want to wipe out Israel on the way to wiping out America and the free world. And so it's very difficult when this is the aim to try and stop them. But if we have to be drawn into a war, which is a war we don't want, we will fight it and we will win like we have always done with every war started against us.
And as you said, that ideological difference, so tough to get anything de-escalated because of that diametric opposition. Fleur Hassan-Nahoum, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Up next on Scripps.